Right now, you flick a switch and light appears. You don't think about it. You don't feel anything. But the first time a human ever saw fire, it nearly stopped their heart. Picture it. You are standing on dry grassland. The sky has gone the color of a bruise. Lightning cracks somewhere behind the hills. And then you smell something you have never smelled before. Smoke. Your body reacts before your mind does. Every muscle tightens. Your breath goes shallow. This is not curiosity. This is survival. For millions of years, your ancestors' bodies were built to treat orange light and rising smoke as a single signal. Run. But you don't run, not yet, because something in you, some older and stranger instinct, tells you to look first. You creep closer through the grass, and there it is, a tree split by lightning glowing at its base, flames climbing its bark in slow orange ribbons. You have never seen anything like it. Nothing in your world moves like this. It has no legs, yet it climbs. It has no mouth, yet it eats. It has no voice, yet it roars. What would you have felt standing there? Researchers who study early hominin behavior, including work associated with archaeologist Richard Wrangham, argue that this moment, the first exposure to natural fire, was not a single event, but something that happened again and again across hundreds of thousands of years in different valleys, on different continents, to different bands of your ancestors. Each time, the reaction was probably the same. Terror first, then slowly something else, fascination. Because fire does something almost nothing else in nature does. It destroys and it creates warmth at the same time. It is dangerous and it is useful. Your ancestors' brains, wired to avoid every other threat, had to learn to hold two opposite truths about the same thing. That contradiction may be one of the earliest forms of abstract thought your species ever practiced. Anthropological evidence from sites like Wonderwork Cave in South Africa suggests early humans were controlling fire, keeping it alive, feeding it, moving it, as far back as 1 million years ago. Not creating it from nothing yet, just refusing to let it die once it appeared. Imagine what that required. You could not simply walk away and hope another storm struck another tree next week. You had to carry an ember. You had to feed it grass, then twigs, then branches. You had to protect it from rain, from wind, from your own exhaustion. Fire became something you were responsible for, something that depended on you the way you depended on it. This changes something inside a person. For the first time, your ancestors were not only reacting to the world, they were maintaining something across time. A fire kept alive for a week is a kind of promise. It is the first evidence that a human could think beyond the next few hours, beyond the next meal, and plan for a future that had not happened yet. And once fire was tamed, everything else followed. Cooked food breaks down faster than raw food. Primatologist Richard Wrangham's research suggests that cooking may have freed up enormous amounts of energy your body once spent on digestion, energy that could instead fuel a larger, hungrier organ, the brain. Some researchers argue this shift is part of why human brains grew so dramatically compared to other primates. But fire did something else too, something quieter. Before fire, night belonged to darkness, and darkness belonged to danger. Predators owned the hours after sunset. Humans slept close together, tense, listening. But a fire pushes back the dark in a small circle. And inside that circle, for the first time, humans could sit upright, facing each other long after the sun had gone down. Psychologist and anthropologist Polly Wiesner spent years studying modern hunter-gatherer communities, including the Juhuansi people of the Kalahari, and found something remarkable. Daytime conversation among these groups was mostly practical. Complaints, coordination, gossip about resources, but nighttime, firelit conversation was different. It shifted towards stories, myths, songs, talk about people who were far away, or long dead, or never lived at all. Fire didn't just cook your food, it may have created your imagination's favorite hour. Think about that circle of firelight the next time you scroll through your phone in bed at 11 at night. The blue glow washing over your face in the dark. You are still doing what your ancestors did around that first burning tree. Sitting in a small pool of light, pushing back the dark, telling yourself stories before you sleep. You just don't smell the smoke anymore.